some time into a universe of senses. I run away for some time into a universe of senses. Word is on my mind, there's a crowding on my senses. Can't to redefine, there's a crowding on my senses.
Oh boy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. I moved the camera up a little bit. Up that way. Okay. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you are doing great. Thank you so much for being here, Blue Pro Gamer Guns. I thought I'd play at least one more round before we get started. I hope everybody is armored up, tightened leather, sharpened weapons, spells and incantations memorized for adventure.
Can't even land those in either.
Yeah. Let's get started. So far we only have you two here right now, so we got to give it a second at least. See if we can get some more players in here. I got some new wheels. Get out of here. What's not fair? Hey Blue, good to see you too. I appreciate the knight at my side. And how is Percy doing? Hey Ranger Paul. Good timing, good timing. We are about to start our adventure. Well, soon enough. I was gonna see if either it was going in anyway. Let's see. Was it going in? Yeah, that was going in. There was nothing. Dirk. 5 minutes is all I need. That I could see in the whole time I got away from the group. Yes. Yeah, that's still, you know, not too bad. You still, you know, being lost would have probably ran into them anyway and would still have to try and get your way out of it. That wouldn't have changed. What would have changed if you didn't stay and loot while everybody ran off to chase the dragon shield. That was scary. Help me, teammates. Jeebus. Jeebus.
Yeah, that thing takes forever now.
Did lots of planning for your comic thing that you're writing your short story there, Ranger Paul. Yeah, we were talking about a story that he's writing for, like, just a side story of his. There, Blue. Maxamillios and Caan, how art thou this evening? Gothics, it's great to see you. I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. You working tonight, or? Oh. Level up. Standard weapon increases. Can we level up? Yes, you do level up. You mean, like, there's things that I would do for, like, you would get proficient in something if you kept trying to do it a lot. You know, like you're trying to, you know, use the alchemist skill and become, or use the alchemy pack or cat thing, and like you want to be proficient with rope, I can tell. So it's kind of like, You know, like, okay, eventually you would get like a +1 and then like a +2 anytime you were trying to do a skill with like either, I don't know, tying a rope and add it to like whatever dex you have or something. Yeah, I've thought about that stuff. Like, but there isn't something that would like give you more damage if you use more two-handed weapons or if you keep using, you know, great axes. You don't level up in that per se, you know what I mean? That doesn't work in that direct way, at least. Because there's only so many damage dice and types of die you have, so you can't really increase the damage so much. That increased damage happens very rarely. But yeah, there's things I would say you would get better at, like, you know, you gain your proficiency bonus in it if you do it often. Not work was canceled due to a water pipe burst. Ooh. Alright. Well, show of hands, who's ready to play? I hope you're able to play today, Blue, as well. We'd have to figure out how we do this. Basically, you know how to get to the cave. If we were to study nature, could I increase my nature skills? So what honestly, not the skills per se. Like, I wouldn't say those, you can't change those numbers because that changes as you level up anyway. As you level up, the proficiency bonus changes and stuff like that. Like, right now, you have a +2 in proficiency, meaning you're good at nature, you add a bonus into it on top of whatever dex, or whatever. What is nature? So nature is underneath, sorry, I'm not seeing it here. Nature is underneath intelligence. So you'd have to, when you level up, put points into intelligence or take a feat. And a feat is like a skill. You don't do it at this level, you do it at 4th level too. So who is ready? I need at least a couple. Do like these wheels too. Why are they rare? They don't even look that great. But I like them. They're painted black, huh? They are painted black, huh? That's kind of cool. Don't like those ones. Those ones are cool. Those ones are weird. That is interesting. It's a big mouth. A toothy maw.
Now that I play Echo, I like my...
You lost your sheet. Do you want me to say, did you lose like all your items and stuff you bought? You can't lose that, Gothics.
I still have that.
God, at Gothics Blue Knight, we got this. No. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play? So we got Gothic's Pro Gamer Guns so far. Is that it? Only 2 of you? Ooh, these are limited, huh? I like it so far, Ranger Paul. I think it's interesting for your DC thing.
My thing popped up. Or block stuff.
Oh, really? You can do that?
Which I think is progressive. Because your fault that you... I don't want to hear Word.
Yeah,
My
it's
settings.
true. It's true. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Just let me-
come on, come close. Come sit, come listen to our adventures and our past encounters in the land of Phandalin. Let's see here. We find ourselves, but 5 days travel from our home country of Dracovia. Now, we zoom in onto the continent of Othios, to a small country in the middle of the continent. Come, sit, look closer into the crystal ball. As we zoom in on the map, we see our home country, or our newfound home, if you will. Holy crap. It's the swamplands. So, following the King's Highway, past Shroudglen, past Riverwood, and past the Millstone countryside, we find ourselves in the land of Phandalin. About, but 36 miles, 34, or about 40 miles up north, in a small mountain range. We ended up getting attacked by zombies the following night while taking rest near the riverside, and in following the tracks we were successful in finding out they came from this mountain range. In returning to the mountain range the next morning, we encountered the green dragon Venomfang talking to the kobolds, and what sounded like punishing them for losing their gift from the mighty dragon. After making an example of one of the shaman kobolds, the dragon made a hasty exit through the forest, staying low to the ground, not actually flying away. In turn, when the coast was clear, the rest of the group entered into the tunnels of what seemed to be a kobold hideout. After searching the tunnels for an extended amount of time, we came across a captive named Nicholas. After freeing Sir Nicholas, the two warriors, Pro Gamer Guns in Blue, took the hostage back to our campsite. Pro Gamer Guns in turn made her way back to the cliffside, found her way back to the group just in time for a showdown with two kobolds after our stealth had been taken out. Let's see here. After defeating our first encounter, we ended up following the tunnels a little more deeper to the side. These caves, eerie and most recently built, have a fresh smell of dust in the air. After encountering some shielded kobolds and some more shaman kobolds, we defeated our enemies in a small encampment deeper in the cave. One of the kobolds made a hasty retreat after Maxamillios and Power Cowgirl and Sir Skullface chased down the Dragon Shield kobold. Sir Warlock ended up reaching into his magical bag of holding and earlier taking out a potion of were-rat lycanthropy, and in turn drank the were-rat potion and proceeded to change into a were-rat. So we currently find our friends and warriors engaged in a fight against two Dragon Shield kobolds, and a shaman kobold, and a couple of other various green-sized kobolds. their teeth chattering and snarling at us as the first shaman had released a chromatic orb of electricity, taking some good damage. Yeah, should be. Not there. Is it lagging? Am I still live? Okay, guys. So, Gothics, you find yourself, let's see here, with the group on the side. Let's see here, let's change this. We are in the middle of the fight. Okay. So, we have the initiative. We're still in the fight. I will have to play Skullface. Gothics, you find yourself with the group. Oh, you did? Hey, Skullface. Let's see here. There he is. Alright. So, Pro Gamer Guns, in turn searching for, after Max and Cowgirl and Skullface chased the Dragon Shield Cobalt away, or following the Cobalt, Pro Gamer Guns and Molly stayed behind to loot a tent. In turn, ended up trying to find the group in the tunnels and kind of got lost. She met up with some kobolds who were snarling and biting at her, and she in turn convinced them to, for 75 gold, to let her to point her towards safe passage. So I will do, we can redo initiative since we got some new members into initiative. Okay. Skullface, or not Skullface, Gothics is what I'm looking for. Alright, you are next to Cowgirl. Still full health. Alright, guys, everybody roll for initiative. Baby. This is for the kobolds. Oh, you can't, it doesn't count if it falls off. Oh, man. They rolled a 20. Okay. Fucking me. My turn. I rolled a 5. Yay. Okay. So, 25. Skullface rolled a 1. Oh, boy. You just got fucking bullshit. I'm so sorry. Gothics rolled a 10.
Maverick.
What did you roll? She rolled a 9. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. Skull rolled a 1 plus. Sorry, so 4. Gothics rolled a 10 plus 5, so 15. I rolled a 5 plus 4, so 9. Pro Gamer Guns, what did you roll? You got a 2. Of course. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, 2 plus 4, so 6. So, what did you get? What's your initiative? 3. So 11. Or 11. Or 12. Jesus. Okay, so it will go kobolds first. It looks like Gothics will be second. That's right, Gothics. That's 9. Pyro, third. Pyro. Wait, no. Skullface. Skullface is third. Or no, not Skullface. Skullface is 4. Sorry, that looks like a 14. Sorry. Pro Gamer Guns is after Pyro. And Max. Damn, Skull. You got screwed, but that's okay. I'm down there with you, buddy. Alright, so the initiative order is Kobolds, Gothics, Pyro, Pro Gamer Guns, Max, and Skullface. The Kobolds are gonna go first. Right. Alright, so the two shamans are going to one is going to back up towards here and is going to make a spear attack thrown at Gothics. What's up? I'll pull it out later, okay? What's up? Yeah, I'll pull it out later, okay? Okay. Confused much. Can't do it later? Am I not allowed? Okay, so here we go. This Kobold's gonna roll for spear attack on +4. +3, okay. If you want, I will go last since I'm not with the group. Oh yeah, Pro Gamer Guns. No, you're just going initiative. You get to catch up to the group. You're fine. Initiative. It's to know what turn you make turns. They rolled a 15. Gothics. 17. 15 plus 3. 18. He just hits. Alright, so Gothics, you see the Dragon Shield Kobold put his arm behind his shield as he lines up the shot and he throws it towards you. You see the spear flying towards you, and it does. You don't see it in time as it hits you for 4 damage. The spear, as it hits you, it kind of pierces you into your side, and you kind of throw it down, and it is at your feet. 11. Okay. It's the water for the tub. That's why. If you want to go, okay. So next, as long as the music is not too loud, the Kobold Shaman is going to attack towards Skullface with another chromatic orb. Rolled a 14 plus. Kobold Shaman. I need its +4 attack bonus. So at 17. 17 for right on the money. Okay, so he gets Skullface, Gothics. All of a sudden you see this ball of electrical energy start to form in this shaman's, as the hood is starting to lighting up is starting to light up what you don't see in the hood, and you see the face of this shaman, and he has a little tattoo tribal. It goes down the left eye of this shaman as he, because this incantation, and throws this blue chromatic orb at you, Skullface. You see it come to your side as it hits you in the side, and it does 4d8 damage. Now I gotta do it on here. I can do, let's see here, I gotta do it on here. So 4d8. I do have the dice, but I don't want to go pull them out. Eight. So who he does? Oh wow, rolled an 8. So 8, 9, 10, 17. Jesus Christ. 17, 18, 19. It hits you for 19 damage. Just fucking goes into you, man. Let's see here. You're at 16 damage. All of a sudden you take this damage. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw, Skullface, as all of a sudden you feel the damage as it takes over and you go past the health of the were-rat. You were at 16 health. You take 19 damage. You go 4 damage down, or 16, 17, 18, 19. So 3 damage into your form as you start to feel the polymorph wear off. Let's see here. You're not dead. You just lose the polymorph. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw. As you feel the pain of the bones starting to crack, and you're starting to everybody sees that just Skullface drops to the ground in front of everybody at the feet of the kobolds, as the other kobolds smile and look to the shaman as they nod in respect. the chromatic orb.
Why are we
It's
going
7.
in?
Okay, so
I'm gonna open this
what's
door,
your Constitution saving throw? Your Constitution is a +2, 7, 8, 9. All right. I just wanted to see if you were going to be knocked prone. You are knocked prone. You are on the ground, lying down. You're at half. You take half your movement to wake up. You went from 24, or I thought you were at 24, so down to 21. 21. You were at 21 health. Yeah, so 19, 16. That little health I gave you, at least it didn't take too much out of your other one. All right. The next Cobalt is going to go. The blue one's gonna go for Max. Yeah. Don't move. 3. Okay, but he has advantage. Wait, no, because there's no ally next to him. He has his ally. God damn. Okay. All right. So next one is the green one. 12 plus. Oh, I keep looking at the wrong one. He's the regular Cobalt. His thing is +4. His crossbow it's 12. It's for 16. I'm 17. Okay, so the second one misses. All right. It is now Gothix. Your turn. Oof. On that one. Did you use your Hellish Rebuke? Let me check. Let's see here. You have your Skull Face. You have your Inspiration. I don't have it that you did Hellish Rebuke. I thought I remember you might have done it, but I don't have it written down. I have Cowgirl's thing. I have my Superiority die. You have you have an Inspiration dice. I don't have it that you did did your Hellish Rebuke yet. You did Misty Step, didn't you? So Misty Step is what? That's one of your spells, right? One of your level 1s. You still have another level 1 spell. Or another level 2 spell, sorry. Oh no. Our music. Not our music. Okay. I want to give Skullface some of my healing blood. You don't have that yet. You get that at level 5, I believe, Gothix. So you need your sheet, huh? Did you lose? So how did you lose your sheet, your entire sheet? Do you need me to re-email it to you? Because I can re-email it to you if you need me to. But you have. So let's see here. So you have your. I don't believe you have a healing potion on you if you bought one. At least I don't have that down. But if you had a healing potion on you, you could give one to Skullface, and that could be your turn. Otherwise, you don't have your healing blood yet. That will be at level 5. What's up, Dom? You currently see the crystal ball emanating an adventure of ours in Phandalin. We find ourselves deep in a dark Cobalt cave hideout, what seemed to be maybe a center for a birthing center. They are underneath the shadowy wing of a dragon known as Venom Fang. Hellish Rebuke is something I can do once per long rest. Okay. I don't remember if you did. I don't see that you've done it. No. Something tells me that you did, but I'm not gonna... Like, I'm not too worried about it. Shield. Yeah, I don't have you down that you did it. You can if you want. I want to give Skullface some of my healing blood. So anything else, Gothix? As this is going down, you see the form starting to take more shape back into Skullfaces as the long snout resides and the teeth that were sharpened of the were-rat dissipate, and the red eyes go back to their original color of, I believe it was a black, right? You said your eyes were black? Or were they white? Because tieflings have no irises. Their eyes are a full shade of their color. Crap. Okay, I'll use my guns on the Cobalt that's next to Skullface. Sounds good. Alright. So that will take 5, 10, 15. That'll put you right here so you can see this Cobalt. If you want to move one back, you have this Cobalt. You can see. Yeah, you can still see this guy. Yeah, you could see this guy. He's not blocking you. You want this blue one? Alright, go ahead and roll attack. I use it on the shaman. Okay. The shaman. Okay. So, so. I hope you're having a good night there, Dom. We find ourselves surrounded by green kobolds. The light of the fire from behind the kobolds emanates into the shadows, and you start to hear the dripping of water and what sounds like the scurrying of other feet. Oh, roll 20, hit.
Sure, are they contesting? Here, I would assume. That's gotta be. It's under the desk. You told me they were. Here.
Mm, 17. Okay. All right, Gothics. So you rolled a 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Gothics. You also add your dexterity. So dexterity is +5 since it's your saber guns. Okay, so 5, right? So 9. So that's 14 damage. Okay, Gothics. You see the dragon shield. Look at that. So you come up to this dragon shield and you say, what do you say? And actually, this is actually you killing him. So you pull up the guns and you aim towards them in slow motion as the bullets fly towards the kobold. He tries to pull up his shield in time. The shield gets shredded by your bullets as they fly into the face of this. You see the rippling muscles as it just shreds this kobold face to pieces. This one is down. I hear 2 songs. Okay. This guy is no more. Pyro, you're up. Bim, you're up. It's -8 and you're really cold. 10 plus what? 7? So 17? Okay, yeah, it's a hit. Which one are you hitting? The red one? Red one? Okay. What are you hitting with? Fireball? Okay. 5, 10, and 20. Yeah. Or what? 7 damage total. Okay. Alright, so Cowgirl, she slides past you and Skullface and she does her fireball. And she, does, was that 7 damage? Alright. Power Game Guns, you're up. Okay, Pro Gamer Guns. So you find yourself over here on the far left side with Molly. You see the tunnel to your left, and you see the tunnel behind you, and then you see the tunnel to the south leading to the exit. You are at 8 health. I would recommend, as in teaching a little bit of your class, is you do have this ability called Second Wind. It is add 1d10 to your health plus your fighter level. So you're level 2 fighter, right? So you would add 1d10 plus 2 to your health. It is considered a bonus action. You can do Second Wind as a fighter ability if you like, because you are at very low health. Okay, so you don't say I roll for stealth, is that you would like to stealth, and then I will tell you if you're able to stealth, or if, you know, if it's not possible, because sometimes you just say, people like to say they want to go stealth, but they're in like a middle of an open room. So you just ask if you like, I'd like to go stealth and, you know, go down this way or go that way. So you want to roll for stealth, go ahead, roll for stealth. And do a stealth check, roll 20. Yeah, you just, okay. There you go. So 18, very good. 18 plus, what is your stealth? Wow, 18 plus 6, 18, 24. All right. You have a 20. So what else would you like to do? That is just a check. You see the mushroom that you were looking at earlier. It's pretty dark here. You have your dark vision, so your eyes are kind of seeing what mostly a black and white to grayish outline. You don't see really colors in the dark, but you definitely see the pillars and the stalagmites to your right. Kind of you're walking slow, and you have the clanking of your hooves against the rocky geography beneath you. You don't really hear anything, you know. Right now the caves are kind of quiet, and you hear the winds gust and blowing through the tunnels as you kind of forget the Hellish Rebuke. Okay. What does the second one do for me again? It gives you health. It is an ability of the fighter that you get, and it's a bonus action. You can do it once a day, and it gives you 1d. If you want to use it, I'll mark it down that you used it today. But once a long rest, you can use Second Wind. It is a bonus action. You add 1d10 to your health. 1d10 plus your level, whatever level you are. So this is an ability you stay with you. When you're level 20, it's 1d10 plus 20. You know, it is always 1d10 plus your fighter level. I'm a level 3, so mine is 1d10 plus 3. You also have an ability called Action Surge. So when you're in a fight and you did some good damage, you can be like, I want to use Action Surge, and you get another entire action or attack if you like. You get to attack again. Molly kind of nudges you in your shoulder as she kind of walks up behind you as you're kind of standing there at an impasse, deciding what you're going to do. Molly kind of nudges you in your kind of shoulder. You feel the cold edge of her nose, and it's kind of wet, but you kind of smile and you turn around and you kind of pat her on the brow of her forehead, and you kind of, you know, you're like, good girl. And you guys are facing each other as you kind of look around you and you gain your instincts. You hone. I will use it. All right, so 3 plus 2. So Pro. Action surge. So 1d10 plus 2 or 3 plus 2, so that's 5. You gather yourself, and you, as you're healing as you're petting Molly, you feel this green energy of arcane glow around you, and you feel 5 better. 13. There you go. You're back at 13 health. It's an ability of the fighter. It's to keep you fighting and alive. You can use it once a day. I haven't used mine yet.
Or blue people on.
Good job.
Hey.
So Gothics, did you lose your sheet and you lost all your items that you bought too? Like you don't know what you have? All right, so you still have an action, Pro Gamer Guns. That was just a bonus action. You can still, you have your movement. You have 30 feet. You have your 30 feet of movement. You have basically movement is all I would say you have to do. You have 30 feet. Where do you want to go? And then we will get this moving. This is taking a little longer. To do that. No, I shouldn't. Oof, those are all bad. Don't roll like that. Oh my god, that was bad. That was better. Yeah, can't roll like that anymore. 19, yeah, those are better. Those was like a 4, a 3, a 1, a 2. Yes? Alright, 30 feet to the right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we discovered that Pro Gamer Guns actually has dark vision. Ollie follows you, and you find yourself about here. You can use...
They jumped over the wall.
You can use your dash as an action, Pro Gamer Guns, I forget. So you have your bonus action, which you did. So you have 5 things you can always do. Bonus action, reaction, action, and interaction, and movement. There's always 5 things you can do in a turn or in a round. Right now we're in a round. So this first round you did your bonus action, you did your movement, and now you can do an action, and it can actually be like a dash or this or that. Like you can do something instead of just, if you have nothing to do on your turn, you can't attack, you can use your action to dash. Remember we were doing that with the owlbear? Instead of doing an attack on my turn, I used my dash and I went forward 30 more feet. So I assume you're probably going to want to do that. So use your dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you use your dash as an action.
So far nobody is. They're dying. By one guy.
You see a little bit more in front of you, up to 60 feet, 5, 10, 15. That's not there, don't worry. Alright, next will be Max's turn. Okay. Alright, Pro Gamer Guns, as you get to this area, 2 more kobolds holding eggs run up into you. As you see that you're about right here. They are a little bit in front of you. You are stealth, but you're in the middle of a cave. And let's at least see this. Let's see if you can surprise them. Okay. Roll an 18. You still beat him with your high-ass stealth skill. So when this interaction comes, I'm going to say, actually, right now, Pro Gamer Guns, as this is happening, you see, as you take a left down the tunnel, Pro Gamer Guns, you're staying low to the ground. You have Molly with you, Pro Gamer, all right? Listen up. Molly is sticking close to next to you. You guys, as you're getting closer, you see two kobolds running towards you, holding eggs in their hands. One holding one holding another. Let's see here. They have these green type eggs in their hands. They stop dead in their tracks. Are they running towards you? Go ahead and roll an attack, Pro Gamer Guns.
You ended up getting.
Rolled a 4. Fuck. Plus what? Oh, you have advantage. But yes, you do just all you do, instead of just saying I roll for roll for stealth, just be like, I'd like to stealth, because you did specify it to me. You did tell me you wanted to stealth. You get the advantage because you rolled a very well stealth. You rolled a very high stealth roll.
Our teammates suck. Pick them.
The two kobolds are running towards you. They're kind of looking behind them. They're distracted. They're holding clutching the eggs as tight as they can. See here. You kind of see the light now a little bit emanating from behind them. Oh, no you don't. No. No, not that. No. I wanted to hide. Sorry. Don't see a light. Is no light behind them. But you still see about right here. Yeah. Rolled an 8. Okay, 8 plus what? 8 plus your let's say your talon. What weapon are you using right now, actually? Damn. What weapon, Pro Gamer Guns? Alright, as this is going down, Max is going to move towards this green cobalt and move in for my double slash. Rolled a 20. All right, fucking critical. Your talent. Okay. That is a 7 plus 8, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is a hit. Not even questionable. Go ahead and roll damage for both kobolds. Or roll damage once for one kobold. As this is going down, I moved forward and I look to the right and I yell out and I'm like, Sir Warlock. and I turn to the side, and I move towards the cobalt, and I use the anchor inside me, and the electricity starts to resonate around, and I go for just the fucking full out strike, just the one cobalt, he just fucking starts getting ripped apart. 6, so that's 5 plus 4, that's 9, that's 18. Yeah, this, I just shred. I don't even have to do the damage, man. Just freaking, this guy just gets cut up and just doesn't even have, just boom. It's freaking chop suey right there. It's Pro Gamer Guns. Alright, so Pro Gamer Guns rolled a 3 plus 3 plus, so 4, and you're good with it, so right? What the hell I wrote here? Okay, so 3 plus 4, that's 7. And it's one-handed, so you get 2 damage, so it's 6. So it's 1d8. Oh, it's okay, it's 1d8 plus 6. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9 because you're one-handed. So you get that ability because you chose the one-handed fighting style, plus 2 damage with one-handed weapons. So you're actually doing a 1d8 plus 6. So that was a 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you see the first cobalt in front of you. You come out of nowhere and you just strike forward towards the cobalt, and you deal 3, or is that 6, 7, 8, 9 damage to the first cobalt. The first one, he's kind of turning around. You kind of pierce the first egg, and you actually pierce the egg through it. He kind of was looking behind him. He didn't even see it coming as you just kind of put your sword out in front of him. He kind of just ran into it and kind of shish kebabbed onto it as he just in surprise as you're kind of laying low to the ground and your hand is up as you stare in the eyes of each other as he kind of just slumps over on the sword in front of you. Okay, that is your turn. Very nice. Okay, so next, Skullface, buddy, you are up, my friend. Last but not least, the poor Skullface goes next. On top of that, before I end my turn, I use one of my superiority dice, and I want to amplify another ally, and let's see here. How you doing, Skullface? I'm gonna go to Gothix, being at 11 health. I look to Gothix and I start to charge, and I after striking the in slow motion as I strike the cobalt's pieces are still kind of flying mid-air. In the same time, the cobalt dies at Pro Gamer Guns' hand, and we cross over back to Max as the cobalt's pieces are flying to the ground. In the same action, I grab some electricity and I throw it to Gothix behind me, and the electricity surrounds you, Gothix, and I give you Amplify Ally, and you increase in health. I rolled a d8 and I add my charisma bonus of 4, so you got a 5 health, for Pete's sake. So you get 6, you have 16 health, my friend. As you feel this electricity surround you, Gothix, as it's a warm and welcoming feeling, actually, much less not what you're expecting. I will go 30 feet to the right. What is the speckled ball? Down the tunnel. I want to dash. Smacks lips. I taste a rat blood. Where is the roll? Did I do Hellish Rebuke for damage? No, I do not see any roll by 17. Just go ahead and roll again, Skullface. Unless anybody can, does anybody vouch for him? Because I do not see this. Smacks lips. I taste red blood, or I taste rat blood. Down the tunnel. What is the speckled ball? Speckled ball. Speckled ball. What is the speckled ball? You mean this fire? Level up soon. Roll 10. Don't forget the hellish rebuke. So you do want the hellish rebuke? You did want it? Okay, 17. Oh, okay. So you want the damage, or the damage on it? Okay, yes. I thought you said don't. You space the word here, FORG, and it's a little space there, but I got you. So 17 on the shaman. Let's see here. Shaman at 27. Oh yeah. Okay. As you fall to the ground, Skullface, and you taste the rat blood, you're still prone, and you look towards the shaman, Skullface, and you reach your hand out, and this fiery essence surrounds the shaman as you're like, taste this, bitch, and you snap, and just flames increase around the shaman, engulfing the shaman. The shaman just, his robes get freaking burnt into pieces, as he is not looking too well at all. 17 damage. He is not looking good. Okay. All right, guys. I feel so calming relief. Thank you so much, my lord. Gothlings also has a demon drug. Yes, you do have a demon drug. I remember that. I don't have your items written down, Gothics, but don't lose your sheet, man. That is your life. That is your character. Don't lose that. If you lose, like, you're lucky I keep track of the money. Like, I'll keep track of the money. But like, if you lose an item that you don't have, that you don't remember, I only know if you, like, if I remember if I gave it to you or not. Because if you bring it up and you're like, yeah, I have this, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember giving you that. Because you're not going to be able to make up something and I don't remember what it is, you know? At least. Dust of Disappearance. Yeah, it surprised me, but I remember. I forget about it until you bring it up. I'm like, oh yeah, I did give it to you. I mean, if I really think I'm going to forget it, I write it down. And I do write down some things of people's, but I still have a Wand of Magic missile. I never use it. I got it in that cave with the Umber Hulk. Okay, so for 1 hour, I remember you buying it. Yes. You have, it's +3 strength to your settings, and I do remember you buying it. Okay, so next is the kobolds. All right, so as we are fighting, these guys are gone. All right, so as this goes down from this direction down here, 2 more kobolds show up. Let's see here. Where are you? Let's crank it up a notch. 2 more hooded kobolds come from the southern entrance, or southern part of the cave. You do not see where they come from. You just see their light come out of the shadows as they form, almost kind of freaking you out as the hooded figures come out of the shadows towards us. Alright, so this one's going to be colored. Come on, shrink. Alright, so this guy is going to be orange, and this guy is going to be purple. Okay. This is looking scary. You guys don't know where they came from, but you did see that they came from the southern part of this cave. They didn't pass pro gamer guns, and but you guys don't really know this. You see that they come from this cave, or this part of the cave. So the first shaman is going to go, as he is damaged. He looks towards Skullface again, and this time, let's see here. Did his 212? He did his 2 level 2s, or he did a level 2. Let's do.
So hard about this mode, but do what the majorities do.
Wisdom, advanced fighting, charm person. Okay, he's gonna do another chromatic orb, or he's gonna do okay, he's gonna do his last level 2 spell before he before he dies. So he looks to you, Skullface, one more time. He's bleeding, he's hurt, he's leaning onto his staff, and he starts to gather these rays of light in his hand, and they're kind of brighter, and as he does scorching ray towards you. Roll 20. I have to roll 23 times to see if it hits. So I have to do 3 different separates, and it's 2d6 each. Christ. Alright, so here we go, bud. 19 on the first. 19 on the fucking second. I don't know. Nope, that one didn't count. On my side. 14. Holy fuck. You were fucking lucky that was not... okay, so 14 plus... What is their spell attack bonus? Is 4. Okay. 2d6 each time. So let's do dice, because this is gonna take a second. So have dice. Do have 2d6. All right, here we go. 2d6 for three times. These 3 rays start flying toward you, Skullface. Gothics, you see Cowgirl. You see it as these 3 rays just emanate towards Skullface. They have advantage because he's prone, so even if he rolled a 14, like, let's roll another one for him for his advantage. 15. Yeah, so they have advantage on you fucking rolling. Here we go, bud. You haven't attacked yet? Well, shit, no, if you haven't attacked yet, then go. Sorry, I just did the damage for your Hellbeak, my bad. Then go, do your damage. Yes, 3 strength for 1 hour. I get up. Anyone else taste rat blood? I run towards the shaman, chopping him in the back, screaming. How do you pan back? Okay, roll damage. Alright.
Well, our squad was all on B just now. Why is the other objective not being held?
I see something here. Attack. Fire. Okay. Yep. Alright, sounds good. Roll a 4. Jesus Christ. Is there anything else you can do? I will re-roll for the kobolds. You did your action. That was your action. You missed. You have your bonus action. You can do a hex. 1d6 extra necrotic damage. That's a spell, though, so that's a spell slot. Okay, so never mind. It's up to you. But otherwise, you probably want to do damage with your branding sprite. But if that's it, then 11. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, just nope. So as you go towards, which shaman are you going towards?
I just got sniped.
Oh, stuff is getting everywhere. All right, well that one needs to go somewhere safe. Remember that. Put that somewhere. That is a thing that needs to be somewhere safe. That is your character. You do not want to lose your character sheet. You'll lose your items and stuff. You don't want to do that. All right. Towards the shaman, chopping him in half. Okay, so you go towards the shaman. As you strike down in your anger, you kind of trip over your left foot and you strike down just barely as the shaman kind of just moves to the side as you ching into the ground. You kind of hear Lilith growl in your
Yep.
Absolutely. Misty step away. All right, 30 feet. Sounds good. Bonus action. Boom, boom. As this happens, as you miss your attack, you kind of hear Skullface. You hear Lilith growl in your ear, or in your conscious, as you kind of look up and in turn growl at the cobalt behind you. As you growl, the form of your Misty step takes and poof, your face kind of like it's kind of a smoky form that stays there for a second. As all of a sudden, the green arcane energy, you find yourself back flying past Gothix next to you. Gothix, you see as he hits the ground, he kind of and then pops back behind you, similar to your own fashion. Let's say you move back here, unless you want to go somewhere else. After that, it is the Kobold's turn, so we will try that again. So this Kobold is going to do Scorching Ray on Sir Gothix, and 2 on Cowgirl. So 18 on the first one for Gothix, 20 on Cowgirl, and 10 on the second one. So the second one misses. Alright, Gothix. So the first one does 2d6. 3, that's 6 damage on Gothix. All of a sudden, Gothix, as Gothix, as Skullface's form disappears in front of you and reappears behind you at the same time, you just catch in time to see the Kobold has a charge as he's and does a scorching ray towards you. You feel the ray enter into you, and you feel the light burning as you are as sun damage is hitting you, fire damage. You kind of feel the pain burning in your chest, and you take 6 damage. Yeah. Okay, the second one is going towards Cowgirl at double damage. 4 damage times, that's 8. Cowgirl, the same thing as one goes for it. You want to do your thing?
Yep.
8 damage, fire shield. Okay. Cowgirl, as one goes to left, the shaman smiles and he shoots towards the right, towards Cowgirl. As one of the Sorcerers comes to go closer, Cowgirl throws up fire shield in reaction using her what level spell? Level 1? Level 1, right? So that's your second level 1 today, babe? Second level 1?
Yeah.
You've done level 1. Okay. Twice. Okay. Shiitake mushrooms! As you feel the burning inside you. Cowgirl blasting the second one away. The dragon shield going towards Cowgirl, ready to strike with his... He pulls out a scimitar out of his left side, or his right side, as his shield is in his left hand, and he moves for a strike towards Cowgirl. Not getting advantage, unfortunately. Okay. Roll 20. Is that a 16? 16 plus 4. That is a hit. He is going to do... thing is plus 3. 5 damage. Okay. As he pulls out the scimitar, Cowgirl goes, throws up the fire shield. All of a sudden, the Kobold flies towards you. You see the shield, the scimitar, guys. It goes through the shield and it pierces Cowgirl in her side as she takes the scimitar into the left side of her. He is going to move to the right as well, and you take 5 damage. So 25, 26, 27, 23. 23. Let's see here. The 2 other kobolds come up. 5, 10. This one moving to the right. This one moving up to the other kobold, keeping his distance to about right here. He is going to attack Cowgirl. And he is going to use... Okay, I need to try to keep track of this. Kobold, purple, and kobold, orange. Spells. Make sure I'm keeping track. Okay, so he's going to do the chromatic orb towards Cowgirl, and the other Kobold is the orange one is going to do one towards Cowgirl, and the purple one is going to do one towards Gothix. Okay. So, let's do the purple one first. Chromatic Orb going, so it's a 20. Then it's going to be at level 2. 18. Nice. Okay, so level 2. On level 2. Okay, Gothix, you see this ball of, this time, it's a thunder damage. So this ball, it kind of looks transparent in nature as it kind of forms in front of the Kobold, and it's kind of pushing the air around it. You kind of see this shape gathering as it distorts the image around it, as this ball of thunderous energy just flies towards you, Gothix. It hits you in the chest. It pushes you back a couple of inches as you kind of feel this push you back as you take it's gonna be 4d8. Have that my 8. That is my 8. Not a 9, right? That's an 8. No, that's a 9. Oh, there's my other 8. I only have 1d8. Alright, that's not faster. It's not being faster, Max. Like, you're right, it's not. Okay. So, Twitch. Let's do it. 4d8 on Gothix as this thunder energy rolls towards you at a level 2. Roll a 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gothix! Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! I don't know. No. Okay. Says 14 plus 16. What's 14 plus 16? 30? Okay. Holy fuck. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. 30? Okay, someone needs to get him like right now. So 30. He goes down to 20. Yep, that's it. Gothix, all of a sudden, oh my god. All right, everybody listen up. Okay, so fucking where's the music? Music just disappeared. No, I want my music. I want my music. All right, Gothix. So all of a sudden, you see this thunder energy just fly towards you. It hits you, and it not only hits you, Gothix, it throws you back. It knocks you into the floor. You guys see all of a sudden this just energy just throws Gothix, disintegrates, just pushes Gothix into the ground. Gothix, you are now down. Gothix has just taken double damage to what he normally fucking has. Gothix, now you feel the life kind of around you changing. The consciousness, you lose consciousness. You are down on the ground. He doesn't even do a death saving throw yet. Okay. Whose turn is it next? It's still the kobolds. Okay. You guys, everybody yells out. Max sees this. Gothix! Skullface, you see Gothix's body fly past you into the wall to the next beside you. So this is, you'll see what's gonna happen. So this is how this is gonna happen. So it will happen on the next person's turn. They have a decision to make. So it's basically, okay, so I'm losing my man. So Kobold, Gothix is next. Okay, so the second Kobold is going to fly towards Gothix. Or not towards Gothix, towards Cowgirl. Jesus, sorry, I'm thinking Gothix now. Like, I'm like, oh no, Gothix, oh no. Kyle! As you hear Gothix, you hear Max yell out, Kyle! All right, so here's another one for Cowgirl. 18. Holy shit. Okay. So here we go. Roll 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2. So 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13. Cowgirl, this energy of electrical or poison starts to form. This ball forms in this in the kobold's hand as another kobold with this time. It looks like his robes are of a different color, and they kind of have some more belts. You see some small animal skulls tied around his staff as he just does this magical incantation, and it flies towards you as a green orb hits you for damn it, I just hit it too. 6, 7, 8 8 13 damage. You find yourself at 10 health. Okay, let's see here. The dragon shield is going to strike towards Max. Yeah, you didn't see what happened. Unfortunately, you did not see what happened. 16. That is a hit on Max. He's going to roll. So Max, he starts to he kind of smiles as we see Gothix run, and Max is distracted looking at Gothix's body as all of a sudden this spear just comes out of nowhere and pierces Max in the side, or comes towards Max's side. I'm going to use my superiority dice and do I'm going to do kilowatt deflection. Roll 8 and and roll 8, and that's minus the damage, right? Plus superior plus damage off, and my dex is 4. As he tries to pierce Max, all of a sudden the spear, I feel it coming close to my side. As I look in the last second, I do my my kilowatt deflection. As you hear the words deflection echo throughout the cave, as ping, as I throw back the spear, and not today, Sir Cobalt. Damage, taking the entire damage off of the attack. That was a reaction of mine. That cobalt is good. That cobalt's good. That cobalt's good. These 2 cobalts are going to go. Okay. Let's see here. So this first one's going to attack you, Pro Gamer Guns. The other one's dead, so he does not have advantage. 19. He rolled a 19. He pulls out his scimitar, Pro Gamer, or his dagger. You see this little cobalt in front of you. As he looks to the side, as you're pierced the cobalt in front of you, and he looks to his side and he pulls out a dagger and he lunges towards you, holding the 1 egg in hand. Okay. So that was a little flabbergasted. Hold on. 4 damage. Okay, Pro Gamer Guns. He lunges towards you as you still have the other cobalt on your sword, and you're not able to move in time. As the cobalt stabs you with his little dagger into your side, you take 4 damage. 9. I need to look at something real quick. Next we have, all right.
I want to shoot people.
All right, Gothix.
They're not them.
And All right. Since it comes to Gothic's turn, we have a problem. We can't really do a ritual in the middle of combat, and Gothix has now taken double the damage of what his full health is, and he doesn't take. So this is what I'm gonna say, guys. I don't like this. I can't believe this happened. But since we are in battle, no. When you take double damage of what you think is an instant death, there is no. The only way to really bring back somebody is to do a ritual. It is not cow. What? Who's Cowgirl's turn? There is only one chance that can do anything. So I will do this. Gothix, I want you to roll 1d20. And this is to see if you can at least hold on for the last second before Cowgirl gets to you. There's two ways I have of doing death. Is you do the ritual, and we could do a ritual, and you would basically see if you could help get this person up. What I think I would like to try and do is Cowgirl. You find yourself, you see Gothix. All right, you listening? You see Gothix. He's down on the ground. You don't know what exactly you can do. I want you to roll a. Do you have? Okay, so here's the problem: is you have. This is hard to do during concentration. So, is there anything you can offer into trying to keep Gothix's soul tethered to this world? Some kind of value, high value item, something in your backpack that is considered high value, something worth a good amount of either gold or a high level something. What do you have? What do you have?
Power in my back.
I will take the Pearl of Power. Yeah. Okay.
I will sacrifice
Okay.
the pearl
So
power.
okay, but this is all right. So this is how it works, though. Is 3 people have to do this. So, and they all have to offer something of extreme thing, and they have to roll good to see if they can see it. So you take your turn. All right, guys, this is how it's going. Listen up. All right, I'm concentrating. Hello, Ghost Swag. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining so much. Knuckles 420. It's great to see you as well. Sorry, character death. Dealing with it. So Cowgirl, instead of attacking, this comes to where is Gothic? So what did he roll? Gothix rolled a fucking 10. Okay, I will give that. That is what you need to at least to keep yourself on a death saving roll. If you would have rolled a total 1, you wouldn't have been able to hold it until she gets there. Cowgirl immediately turns on her turn and runs over to Gothix, and she undoes her earring, right? She undoes her earring, and she starts to gather. Listen up, everybody. So she gathers her earring. She put the new earring she just had made for her at her jewel, and she puts it in her hand, and she starts to do this incantation, and we are now doing a death saving ritual, and I want you to go ahead and roll a medicine check, babe. Go ahead and roll. I need a 10 at least with your medicine. Better not get a 1. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. 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 All right, I'll do it. Okay, so that one works. We have one check. All right. So Cowgirl, she looks over your dead body, Gothix, as Gothix is laying there, shattered, his teeth hanging, his blood from his lips. Gothix is lying on the ground. Everybody, the tears are starting to grow in their eyes as we don't know what's gonna happen. And Gothix is down. You have no, you feel down into him. You feel the warmth as Cowgirl grabs her Pearl of Power, and she does this incantation. She pushes it onto Gothix's chest as we try to do a death saving ritual. And Cowgirl, that learning this from her old druid upbringing, puts her hands down on Gothix. The first offering is accepted. Second person, Pro Gamer Guns, it is now your turn. The first offering is accepted for Gothix. Pearl of Power. Cowgirl now loses her Pearl of Power. We need at least one more. We need one more success. Actually, we need 2 more successes. Basically, everybody's using their turn to try and keep him alive, really. Okay. Staff of defense. Let me catch up on stuff.
I don't have-
No, you can't. Molly will attack as as DM. I would play her character as, you know, she'll attack if she feels in danger, but you can't command her to attack yet. That is training you have to do. But now it is your turn, Pro Gamer Guns. You see the cobalt that just stabbed you in the and in the side of your chest. All right, Pro Gamer Guns.
Good job,
What do you
we'll
want to
fall
do?
back.
You kind of hear,
Stay alive.
you hear the echo now, Pro Gamer Guns, as you kind of
Think
hear the
it's
faint
back.
voice of Max yell out, Kyle, yeah. You kind of hear that in the last second. That kind of gathers your attention. That makes your adrenaline flow as you feel that something wrong has happened in the air. Max would not yell out Kyle's name in such a concern if it was for good reason. But yes, welcome, Ghostwag. We are playing D&D. We find ourselves in an adventurous land. My character, Pro Gamer Guns' character, she's fighting some kobolds right now. This is her little fawn character. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, Stretch. Yeah, that's her chewing on some leaves or something. She's a fawn. She's got her, you know, half goat, half hare. Yeah. You know. Kobold she's fighting. This is her half griffin, half dog, Molly. Right here, as you can see, nice little Photoshop of mine. This was fun to make. Molly the dolphin. I still laugh every time I look at that thing. And then we have the other shaman kobolds. We have the fire pit over here. We are in a cave. This is Max's character. My double swordsman. We have Skullface, the Tiefling Warlock. This is what he looks like. Got his sword, Hellblade or Hexblade. You have to be there to help to roll Sig off. Absolutely, if you were there. Basically, what I'm looking for is there has to be a sacrificed item, and it has to be 3 successful tries or 3 successful fails, whatever's first. It is a system in place made by Matt Mercer, and I really didn't think we were gonna have to implement it anytime soon. I honestly had different intentions for it and a whole story thing, but it's kind of like, holy shit, you know. But this is a system that Matt Mercer does that I like. I've seen it in action, and this is kind of how it works. You gotta, you basically try to roll. It's instead of just a medicine check, you have to give up something. You can't just you know, do a medicine check and hopefully get him back. This is serious stuff. When you take double the damage of your health, like his health is 15, so he took 30 damage on top of it. So he took 30 damage and he had 10 health. So he went out underneath all of it. So, Pro Gamer Guns, what would you like to do? You basically see yourself standing in front of one cobalt on the floor, dead in front of you. Why he's so big? They're really not that big. They're small. They're like this in front of you. Molly is coming up behind you. Yeah, this is his little death system that he made up, and I like it. I didn't think I was gonna have to use it, but that was kind of my surprise to you guys. Was you guys were wondering how I would handle death, and this was kind of one of them. You still have a chance to fail it, you know, and it costs a lot. And I scream out. Okay, Pro Gamer Guns, you yell out. You scream out, but you give it a couple of seconds, but you don't hear anything in return. You just hear your echo kind of just emanate. You yelled out, and the echo kind of, and the cobalt kind of just perks his ears up, but snarls at you. Is there anything else you'd like to do? So yeah, right, we're in you know, right now, one of our characters, Ghost Swag, Our beloved vampire assassin is dying on the ground at Cowgirl's side as Cowgirl is trying to do a death saving ritual. Anything else, Pro Gamer Guns?
Behind me? Just now. Be right back.
I move 30 feet away. Okay, you want to back up or you want to run past it? You can run past it. All right, go ahead. You want to run past it? Is that what it is? You want to go past it? Okay, continue through the tunnel to find the group. Sounds good. Pro Gamer Guns, in your you hear the word and you yell, "There's something wrong," and you're like, "Come on, Molly!" And you and Molly run past the Cobalt. As you do this, the Cobalt takes a second to do his attack of opportunity. You're gonna go ahead and roll the 20 for attack. He rolled an 8. +1. He misses. As you run, he gets wide and he tries to stab towards you, and you deflect with your left hand. You grab the Naginata, transfer it over, and deflect it. As you run past Pro Gamer Guns, you step over the dead body of this Cobalt, and the Molly in turn follows you as well. The Cobalt takes an attack of opportunity on Molly as everybody runs past him. He rolls a 9. That is a fail as well. Alright, Pro Gamer Guns, you find yourself... Let's see what you see here. Alright, Pro Gamer Guns, you find yourself... I don't know if he's here anymore, but alright, Pro Gamer Guns, you're running down the tunnel. You see a light emanating from your left. See here, so you run towards the wall, you see about that way. Okay, so your movement speed, so it was about right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You find yourself to about right here. You can use your dash action. Molly finds herself to about right here next to you as well. You can use your dash action. You see kind of a tunnel to the south, to the right here, leading and the light emanating from it. Here we go. You don't see much, but you see a light emanating from a tunnel to the right. About right here. Boom. Yes, you can use your dash. Absolutely. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You find yourself right here. Molly following close beside you. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... 30. I will say you grab on to Molly and she pulls you, you jump onto her back and she pulls you to about right here. You see the light emanating from the tunnels. You kind of grab onto Molly as she rushes past you and gets a little bit farther than you do. Alright, so now that is your turn, Pro Gamer Guns. It's Max's turn. Alright. In the same motion, I run past the Cobalt. As I run out of the engagement, the Cobalt strikes towards Max, the red Cobalt Dragon Shield. 14 plus 4. It's 18. As I run past and I run towards, I see Cowgirl putting the taking off her pearl and putting it towards Kothix's chest. I run towards towards Cowgirl, and he takes he gives me 4 damage, right? Yes, 4 damage as I run past, and he strikes as I'm running past the Cobalt and moving past the other Cobalt's dead body. I feel this pierce in the bottom back of my side, and it almost hits my kidneys as I kind of and I wince in pain. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I run up to Cowgirl and I see tears in her eyes, and I kind of stop as the pebbles beneath, you hear them kind of slide under my feet, and I'm standing towering over Gothix, and I see Cowgirl looking up at me. She's crying and she's putting her hand on his chest, and I see the glowing, the emanating from her hands as she's centering all her arcane energy into Gothix's chest, and she looks up to me and she goes, I need help. And I look down towards her, and I fall to my knees, and she goes, I need something of magical power. I need something of great magical power to amplify the healing spell, and to keep his soul tethered to this body. And I think hard, and I look into my backpack, and I pull out my wand of magic missiles, and it is a magical device, and I hand it to her, and she grabs it, and she puts my hand on hers, and we both put our hands on Gothix's chest as he's laying there unconscious. I have my hands and underneath are holding Cowgirl has the wand in her hand and the pearl next to Gothix, and I have my hand on hers, and we both are on our knees, concentrating on helping Gothix out. Skullface, you are up next. What should we do? I think you did do your turn. Oh, you did. Oh,
I thought it was after you.
No, you were after No, you did yours. Was the power of the pearl. That was your turn, because Gothix, it was kobolds killed Gothix. Gothix can't go. Gothix had a death saving throw to at least try and see if he could keep himself close to body instead of just disintegrating entirely. He was able to roll a 10 to keep himself tethered for a second, giving you the split second for you to get over there and start doing the ritual. Max went next, used my entire turn to go help you guys. Skullface, you were up next. Honestly, this is a thing of strategy. Here's the thing, Skullface. Now, this is something we need to talk about strategy-wise.
87% and he melees me. Yeah.
So we either need you to try and hold them off, because the absolute next turn after you is the kobold's turn. If they start like fucking us up while we're trying to heal Gothix, this can be a big problem. Because the absolute next turn, I run to Gothix and pull out my ice blade with my staff of defense and place them on his chest, and I scream, "You won't die on us if I find a way to bring your soul screaming back to the fucking plane of existence." All right, Skullface, you run to the side, you run over, you find yourself, and you see Gothix and Matt and Cowgirl both, and I look up to you, and I have a tear in my eye as we're holding together, and you get on your knees as well, and you pull out the staff of defense, and you put it down, you lay it down like vertically on Skullface, or on Gothix, and it's underneath all our hands as we kind of let you put it on top of the body of Skullface, of Gothix, and we both sit there humming and we kind of concentrate on the best we can, and Cowgirl kind of leads us into it, telling us kind of what to do and the incantations to say, and she says, "Repeat after me." It's Nehari, Nesha, Narahi, Nehari, Nesha, Narahi, Nehari, Nesha, Narahi. And we both, all three of us, enchant in the same time as the cave starts to echo with our chant. Go ahead. I didn't roll my d10. Hang on. I'm gonna do it here so you guys don't think anything. So let's do it. Alright, Skullface, I need you to roll a d20, and it needs to be at least a 10. At Skullface. We love you too, Gothics. Yeah, we don't want you to die. Scarfish, fuck yeah. All right. And with that 19 roll, the objects, all three of them, the wand, mark these objects off, you guys. These objects are gone. I no longer have the magical wand of missile thingy. Gone. It's totally worth it though. Okay, so you pull out the items. The items all of a sudden they start to emanate with the same color as Cowgirl's incantation and her spells, or as her spell and her mask. Her heroes never die. And the items kind of form and have a glow and a silhouette around them before they kind of, you see them kind of shrink into this ball as the wand, the biggest object, kind of has this glow around it, and is the same color as Cowgirl's blue, or this orange, bright white orange spell color, as you kind of hear this slight glowing, tingling, sparkling sound as the magical items form together and their arcane energies are taken away from them and used and forced into the spell, into Gothix's body. And Gothix, in front of all three of us, you see the hands of your allies on your chest. Gothix, you see Max, Cowgirl, Goth, and Skullface all looking at you with their hands on your body, and we both kind of, there are all tears in our eyes, and we smile and we say Kyle, and you come back. And you see your allies touching you. All right, Gothix is back, and with that, now the shit happens. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, so this guy's going to do his spear attack on Cowgirl. Rolled a 6. Cowgirl, as he has advantage. Rolled a 12 with +1. So since we're on our knees, the kobold runs towards, and he's like, and you guys don't understand, but Max and Cowgirl understand it as, oh no you don't, and he stabs towards Cowgirl. As he stabs towards Cowgirl, Max grabs his sword and he puts it out and stops the sword just in time as it almost hit, as the spear kind of deflects its energy and flies past, or kind of, as he forces and lunges, it kind of gets pushed out of momentum to the side. He's still holding on to the sword. As the second one comes, this kobold is going to retreat for health. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These two kobolds are gonna fuck some shit up. Oh boy. Oh boy. So these two kobolds walk up. They see all three of us huddled over our friend's body. Here we go. So the first one's gonna hit towards Skullface. Second one's gonna hit towards Max. Here we go, Skullface. He is going to use his chromatic orb. He's going to, here we go. 7 with advantage. 1, a natural 1. Look at that. All right, so he uses his fucking level 2 spell. That's the second level 2, so no more level 2s. He grabs, you see this again, this arcane energy, the same energy of the thunderball looking towards you, Skullface. As this ball forms, you're like, oh shit, you remember just what happened to Gothix with that ball. As the kobold smiles and he gets ready to attack, and as he throws
Sorry, I love you.
throws the
The only
ball
way I can
towards
get
you,
meds.
you kind of just instinctively you just kind of you kind of lean backwards. You take your hands off Gothic because you see that he woke up, and you kind of lean backwards. You're on your knees, and you kind of do this knee bending thing where you kind of lean backwards. These are your knees, and you're kind of
Under the
leaned
bridge,
backwards
they
like
came
this,
around.
and the ball just flies over you. You can feel the pain like singe your belly as this immense arcane energy just flies past you, and you just like, whoa, like you almost took the blunt of that attack. The second attack is going to happen for the orange cobalt. He attacks with advantage because I'm on my knees. 18 and a 5. So here we go. Level 2, freaking level 2. He's gonna use his last level 2. He's going to do his 4d8 chromatic orb. This time being let's say poison. This green ball starts to form in the hands of this cobalt. As if anything ever happened to my fellow comrades on my punch, I take my weapons as long as I get back them as well. Yeah, well, those ones are gone. Those 3 items are gone. So Kobold number orange is going to roll his attack with advantage. Oh, he got his attack, so now he does 3d8. Here we go, guys. Roll 8. Roll 8. Roll 8.
I got you.
2. 7, 8, 9, 6, or 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 19 fucking damage. Oh my god. All of a sudden this green ball of acid starts to glub. It's kind of not so formed. It doesn't hold its form. It's almost like as the ball is formed, you see the dripping of the poison and the slime kind of dripping off of the orb as he shoots it towards Max. The ball comes towards Max. I see it coming, and I just brace for impact as this just splashes me and my back. As that happens, I roll my my wall of blades as my reaction, and roll. As this ball is coming towards me, I brace, and all of a sudden you guys see it, and you guys are like, oh man, we're gonna get hit with the residue of this acid blast, and all of a sudden you just hear this thundering as I slam the sword into the ground, and the crystals just form behind me as my wall of blades. And a defense you have not seen quite often in battle. Max uses in the last second. A 10-foot wall of blades. I will put it towards, oops, I will do it towards right between me, Skullface, and Cowgirl. I will try to shape it as best I can. As the ball comes towards to Max, and Max is ready for the impact, he remembers, blast the sword into the ground as you see these blades come out of these crystal blades, the same shape as my sword, just fly out of the floor in front of, or right behind Max, as this 10-foot by 3-foot, 5-foot wall appears between us and the kobolds. With that, these kobolds will now go. This cobalt is right in front of you, Pro Gamer Guns. This cobalt is actually going to take his egg and run. This guy's gone. You don't see where he goes. And now we are back to Gothics. So Gothics, you are stabilized with 1 health. I don't know why it's freezing. Good question. You are stabilized with 1 health. You find yourself prone on the ground. You see your friends in front of you. All you see as you're kind of like the echo. It's kind of faded out. You can barely hear a little bit, like it's kind of ringing in your ears. You kind of you know things are echoing as you hear the bounds of battle. You see things flying. You see that thunderball just fly past you as the same thunderball that hits you just barely misses Skullface, and then you see in the last second as Max is like, "It's something coming," and as the wall of blades comes behind me. All right, Gothix, what would you like to do? Oh my god. I'm like so exhausted. Oh, scary. Ugh. It'll always get harder and harder too. It won't ever be that easy. Like it won't be easy. It'll always get harder. All right, Goddess. We are fucked against that fucking dragon. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we totally are. That's why we can't fight that thing. I was so worried that somebody would shoot it while we were there, but I'm glad nobody was. I knew you were fucking around, Skullface, but I was like, man, if somebody decides to be stupid and just be like, ah, I shoot it, or try to talk to it, like, oh god. Gothix, you're up. That going? No. Alright, so what would have happened if Gothix was not successfully saved? He would have died. He would be gone. I was like, it's kind of I've created that orb, but the thing is like the orb only works part of the time. We still haven't learned its entire uses of how to kind of use it in our favor. But the description of Gothix's character is that he gets one of these, is that a bonus of his character is if he dies, he turns into a puff of smoke and returns to his coffin at his house. So wherever his house is in our kingdom, that's where he would return to. So if he hasn't exactly designed where that is, we would just figure that out later, or at least on the spot, but it wouldn't really matter in this moment. But yeah, he would have either turned into a poof of smoke, returned home, but that would have been it, or he would have returned to the orb. But the orb is kind of like it's very finicky, it's very random. Like I have a chance dice for whether it works or not, and that's the other thing, is like nothing is certain when it comes to death. You don't want to be taking double the amount of damage you have at low level. I want to speed up, and that killed me, and use my claws. Okay, so this is how this is gonna work, Gothic. Since you were that close to death, you were pretty much. I guess I should kind of describe this before saying what do you want to do. My bad. You were so close to death, and you died pretty much, that you are kind of out of it for a little while. Like Cowgirl can heal you. You can go away from battle, like you can try and retreat a little bit, but I guess you're right. I totally shouldn't have just asked what do you want to do. I should have said this. My bad. I'm sorry. I said what do you want to do, and I shouldn't have said that. I forget. You're kind of at that point right now where you are just so out of it because you died. You're pretty much out of the fight right now. Like you are on the ground, prone. Even if Cowgirl heals you right now, full health, you are kind of out of it for the count. Like you can kind of crawl back and back up a little bit, but you're out of it for a little while right now. There might be something else that happens that can like kind of revitalize you or something like that, or you say what you could take the demon drug. I would give you that if you take the demon drug. you wouldn't gain health, but you would get your strength back, and you would be able to fight without having to wait for a long rest. I would say the demon drug would give you the strength to stand up and keep going, because you were pretty out of it. You died. You're the first. Yeah, you pretty much died. Yeah, like you were dead. if the three wouldn't have succeeded, it would have been a 50-50 chance whether you would have poofed back home or your character was completely done. And that was kind of it. It all kind of rolls on the fate of the dice. I don't like to make the final executive decision because I think that's biased. Of course, I really don't want you to die, but if it's in my hands, you know, I don't want it to be. I don't think it feels fair, so I leave it in the chance of the dice. So this one was 3 chances. First, to even get a chance, you need to sacrifice something. Once you get the chance, you need to roll a 10. If you roll a 10, and you're good. If we would have failed 3 and failed 3 of them, you would have been done too. If you would have failed, then you would have been done. So it's kind of like, yeah, Gothics, you were pretty much, yeah, that was scary. I'm exhausted over here. I'm gonna sleep well. That was really scary. Demon drug. Okay, so Gothics, you're laying on the ground and you pull out of your pocket the demon drug, your last item that you know you have, and you pop the cork, and this bottle has a skull design on it, and you remember it from the store and buying it off the shelf. As you pull it up to your nose, you get this sense of zest, almost kind of like a orange smell, but the consistency again is like that the burning coal whiskey that we had yesterday. It's very thick and almost tastes like blood to you. It has a nice slight zest, and you feel a tingling sensation that almost kind of like itchy. It's kind of weird, and it goes down into your throat, and you drink it, and you go, and you have. So what does it exactly do again, Pro Gamer Guns? Do we remember? Get up real quick. Demon drug. Hang on, I remember. Have it here. Victor would have been heartbroken if it really did the dirt. Yeah. This is why we need everybody playing. Because everybody, like, if we, you know, somebody dies because somebody wasn't there, I would feel like fucking crap. And the people that had to sacrifice their items. Yep. 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 Yeah, you saved, you know, we saved. I think Cowgirl's item was the most powerful, though. Her Pearl of Power basically gives her another spell up to level 4 a day. So hers was the strongest of the items. My magical wand was probably the weakest, and Skull Faces was the second strongest. Out of those successful 3 rolls, we were able to revive Gothix and keep his soul attached. It's +3 strength to 1 hour. Okay, so everything, Gothix, your entire stats of your sheet, you add 3 strength to that. So you have a +5. You now have a +8. Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. The hit markers lie.
Okay, so Gothix has a +3 to his strength, so that's everything on your stats. Anything that's straight related, you add a modifier and 1. So you have +5, you have a +6 to your strength. Okay, so Gothix, this is your stats. So +6 to your strength. So that means everything that's +6 strength for 1 hour. So that's everything. Your damage, not your damage, your strength related. So your katana will now instead of a +7, it is a +8 to hit. Instead of a 1d8 +5, it is a 1d8 +6. You basically add 1 to everything that's strength related. That's pretty fucking cool. So Gothix, you find yourself strong enough to stand up. You still need some health. You have 1 health left. I would recommend honestly holding
They like
back
the
for a
vehicle
second.
there
What
so
else do you
people can
got?
spawn.
You got expertise, thieves, language, forbiddance. Let's see here. You vicious bite, compulsion. Targets might see a DC 17 wisdom saving throw, or must see you as a trusted friend. You could do your compulsion. You could try and compulse somebody, but you'd have to get pretty close to that person. You can try and bite someone and get their health, but I would not recommend running up to these two creatures. Kind of your choice. I'll drag you out of here, I swear. Alright, Gothics. So, with that, I will say mostly Gothics only really has the option to either back up or get or receive a healing spell from somebody, or bite to heal himself. But Gothics are kind of out of options. This is kind of what happens when you die. You're kind of screwed for a little bit. You don't want to have it happen to you, basically. Okay, so we're good. I guess that's kind of good. I was not there. And we can use if you need later on. Right, yeah. Your talent would have been pretty fucking strong, too. Would have been a pretty good sacrifice. But, okay, so after that, Pyro, you are up, babe. You can heal Gothics. You want, or you can do your mass heal or something. You probably should do a mass heal. I don't know. I got 23 health. Pretty good. He's got 21. It's Gothics that needs the health.
You know?
You need health too.
Okay, heal.
Alright, you're gonna do mass heal?
And
okay.
I'm gonna cast it.
Okay, and then you're gonna do another spell to attack. Okay, so Cowgirl is going to use her sorcery points to do quickened, and oh, you've already used sorcery points today, haven't you? No. Well, that was last night. That was last night. Yeah, I don't have it. You're good. Yeah. Wait, no, you did. Cowgirl, 2 sorcery points right here. Use 2 sorcery points. I'm sorry. Healing orb? You can do mass heal. That doesn't stop you from doing mass heal. You're gonna use your action to do healing orb? What? That's something I have to keep track of. What? What do you mean? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Okay. 2. All right, so 6, 7, 8. 8 plus, what was it? 5, 8, 13. All right, so Cowgirl, after seeing Gothics wake up, she yells out, and you hear her the bright orange and white energy centers from her, and she pushes out, and she yells out, "Heroes never die!" And she shields everybody in the vicinity of 20 feet for 13 health. Alright, so Gothics, you find yourself at 14. Alright, you were up. You have your demon drug.
They got it.
You have your 24 back.
Everybody died, though.
I have my 31 back. Okay. Alright, and Cowgirl has... 23. Alright. Pro Gamer Guns, you are up. When we ban, I'm going to stock up on health potions. Huh. He needs one. Yeah. Sorry. Can I heal from drinking animal blood? Yes, you can. I'd say it's like half. Like half of what you normally would get. So whatever you would get, it would be halved. Like if you rolled like this to get this much health, and you roll 2d6 to get 5, so 8 health. So divide that to be 4 health for an animal. So pro gamer guns. Let's see what else you see here.
Oh my god. So many.
Oh, you see a tunnel leading to the south of you. You also see light emanating from it. Looks like it's flickering. Kind of looks like light from a bonfire. From another fire. You see the Cobalt Shaman running from the fight in front of you. Can I roll for stealth? You have a person standing in front of you. He sees you right now. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Like something's vibrating from the wind. Yeah, because it's windy.
It sounded like.
Oh, it's pro versus pyro because it's both P's. I get you. So right now you can't roll for stealth because this Cobalt sees you. If the Cobalt didn't see you, I would say yes, you could roll for stealth. But this Cobalt is like right here, and he can see you.
Alright, sounds good.
I want to catch up to the group. I would like to roll for stealth if I can. So you can't roll for stealth. You can run past. You can run past with. Alright, so what does it see here? So 5, 10, 15, 20. As you run past, the Cobalt is going to do an attack of opportunity. He is going to do his last level. He can do a level 1 chromatic. How many of those? I have 4 of those. What else he got? Firebolt? He's gonna do Firebolt. I'm pretty sure he's got only 1 spell left. Or he's actually got no spells left because he's done like at least 4, and he only has 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s. So he's out of spells for the day. He's pretty paddle torn anyway. So he sees you, Pro Gamer Guns, running past him. He's going to do a Firebolt and see if he hits you. Roll an 18. It rolls a d10 to see if he hits. What's up, Draco? Welcome back, Sir Kitty Cat. It's good to see you, sir. Going to roll his d10. He goes 3 damage. As you're running away, he shoots towards Molly, and Molly takes 3 damage. Really, Molly's not looking good. Molly's getting a little torn. As you guys are running past, Molly takes another on the side of her thing. You kind of hear her yipe and kind of snap towards the fire as she takes 3 damage. Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You find yourself to about right here. Pro Gamer Guns on top of Molly. What would you like to do? Oh, I take my stab to stab the Cobalt in the heart. I just want to catch up to the group. I would like to roll for stealth. Okay, so the last thing I read is I would like to catch up with the group. So catching up with the group means you're running past them. Going from stealth is well, she can't do the stealth. So instead, if you want to attack this creature, that's fine, but that was the last thing I read, and as I move around and I click, I can't see the chat. The chat goes away because the most recent box pops up. So you don't want to catch up with the group, you want to attack this Cobalt. That's what you want to do, right? Is that what I'm understanding? When I said catch up with the group, I meant not go to the other tunnel. Okay, that's fine. So go ahead and roll for attack on the cobalt in front of you. You are off of Molly. Or you're on Molly. That's alright, Draco. We're probably going to be getting off here pretty soon. You missed the excitement, man. You just had to do a death saving ritual for Gothics. It was horribly scary. Gothics took basically 30 damage to the dome, and we had to do a death saving ritual for him because he took twice his amount of damage. So we had to sacrifice some items, and Cowgirl sacrificed her Pearl of Power, which gives her a spell up to level 4 once a day. Her jewel that she paid for almost to like, what was it? How much did you pay for that? You paid about 250 gold or something for that jewel. Skullface gave the Staff of Defense, and I gave a Wand of Magic Missiles to sacrifice, and we all had to roll to see if we could save Sir Gothics, and we were able to save Sir Gothics. Gothics now finds himself drinking the demon drug to gain back his strength to actually stay in the fight. He also has received mostly full health from Cowgirl. Gothics is in all perspectives back in this fight. He took the demon drug, which gives him +3 to his strength ability score. So he now has a +1 in like everything strength related. So Katana hits for 8 instead of 7. It hits a 1d8 plus, or does 1d8 plus 6 instead of 5. It's pretty cool. But his demon drug is what's keeping him on his feet right now. But Gothics, you are exhausted. You feel that you feel the wear on your soul as your body was almost taken from this vampires. You are very aware of how close it came. Unless it catch up with the group. Okay. You're good. So roll 20. It's good to see you though, Draco. It's a pretty scary fight. We're fighting some... Okay, so guess what? So to catch you up, Draco, we're a little bit north of a camp to the north of Dracovia. When you were with us, we were over here to the right, I believe. We met you about right here near the Cragma hideout, near the river. Boy. Laggy a little bit. Can I lend programmer guns and power one of my saber guns? Yes, you can, but we're not proficient in it, so the entire stats of what we do with it is different. So it means that I only get like I'm not proficient with it, I'm not good with it, so I will only get a +4 on my dexterity with it, and it will hit for 4. I will have a +4 when I try to hit with it, so I won't be good with it. See, you will be good with your sword because you're proficient with it. So we actually find ourselves in these mountain ranges up here to the left near this left side river. We're heading towards Thunder Tree and Coneyberry. We took a detour to camp near the river on the left side. In turn, we were attacked by zombies overnight. We defeated the zombie horde that attacked us in the middle of the night during our rest, and we tracked we followed the tracks up north to these mountains where we found a green dragon consorting with the green kobolds and talking about how he was pissed off that they had lost the zombie gifts that he had given them. We are starting to gather that these kobolds are not ordinary kobolds. They are enhanced with the magic from the dragon and gifts from the dragon shield kobold, the shaman kobold. These kobolds are endowed with gifts from the green dragon Venomfang, which we spied on and watched as he made an example of one of the kobolds and shred them to pieces in front of us. And then he slunk away as we and what about my blades? You can give us your blades. It is a martial weapon, and I am proficient in a martial weapon, but your blade doesn't do any more or less damage than mine. Your dagger, at least I don't think it does. Yeah, your katana's a 1d8, so yeah, it does a 1d8. It's a two-handed finesse, so it can be one-handed. Yeah, you can, but I really like my swords. I could do the 1d8. Yeah, but you can give people your weapons. Your katana doesn't need a tuning. It's not magical. But Pro Gamer Guns. So rolled an 8. Okay, so Pro Gamer Guns. 8 plus what? Your Talon. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 15. Alright, so the shaman's running towards you. Go ahead and roll damage, Pro Gamer Guns, as you are riding Molly on her back. You're holding tight, and you see the cobalt in front of you, and you pull out your sword as you're trotting along, and you move to strike and slice the cobalt. Go ahead and do damage. But yeah, so in turn we after the dragon left and we were hidden far off, we watched from afar as the dragon slunk away. It didn't fly away, he slunk through the forest, and this green dragon left, disappeared, and we in turn wanted to discover more inside the cave, and we found ourselves sneaking into the cave. Cowgirl used her dust of disappearance to hide us and keep us hidden from the kobolds as we entered into the cave. Some stealth rolls were failed. Skullface had used a potion of lycanthropy, were-rat lycanthropy, in the cave, and was able to change into a were-rat, temporarily being immune to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons that aren't silvered. Was pretty cool. He tanked up there for a little bit. We were able to hold off the kobolds for a little while, but the four of us are having a little trouble being so low manned and not having a lot of our allies with us. We're starting to get ranked on here. Okay. Roll the 5. All right. 5 plus. Let's see here. Where are you? Okay. All right. So 5 plus. Sorry. 5 plus 6 is 11. All right, Pro Gamer Guns. As you're striking, sliding by, you stab with your talon towards the kobold running past you. He's kind of looking behind his back as he's running, and he doesn't see the sword coming. As you strike, and you kind of hit, and you kind of cut his shoulder blade, and you gash into the side as he screeches out, and you cut a good gash into his shoulder. I'm dealing 11 damage. So that's all right. He's still keeping up. Okay, next is Max. Okay, let me give me a second. Okay, so the wall of blades is in front of us. I move past Cowgirl, counts as 10 feet, and I move towards this cobalt. And you know what? Nah, this is it. I move past this cobalt, and I take the attack of opportunity. Twitch trash. I'm sorry. He rolls a 9 plus 4, so 13. He fails. As I run past, I run towards these two kobolds, and I'm like, "This is for Kyle!" And I go nuts. I go 2 slashes to the purple cobalt, and I do 2 slashes to the orange cobalt, as you just see this fury of blows, and the wind starts to get pushed back as the electricity starts to form, and I transfer my electricity into my swords as I just start, and I yell out, "Axe and surge!" as you hear it echo throughout the cave as I run towards, and you start to see this flurry of lightning and wind, just a thunder, just as I just start to slash these kobolds into as many shreds as I can. So the first attack on the first cobalt, I will do purple first. Roll 20, 16. Roll 27. 7, and that's 14, right? 7. My swords is 6. Oh, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The shaman shouldn't have that much armor. Nope, he's good. So second attack misses, so first one hits. And then I do action search and I roll another 2 strikes on the orange cobalt. 20 and 20. Now I roll a 1 on my second one. That's nice. As I do that, I will keep my last superiority die. I have 1 superiority die left. The Gothic's links create an entirely new character and regain the group as finding. Basically, if he were to die, his character would have to make a new character and make a new person. And yeah, he would have to make a new backstory, a new person, and we'd have to start working on that process. He wouldn't just kind of pop up into us. He would probably have to be written in again somehow, like we find him in, or he's a specialist on a mission that we have to go with him and something like that. There's ways to do that. But yeah, he would have to make a new character, and that would suck. That's why you gotta be careful in this game. Okay, no, so roll damage. Sorry, so 6. First one made it. 3 plus 4, that's 7. Second one, 7 again. Okay. As I strike 1 cobalt, I strike for 7 damage on the first one. He kind of slides. You kind of see they jump. One of them uses their staff to kind of block another one of my strikes as I get forward into their face, and then I strike towards the other one. What else do I got? Do I got anything? Used all my bonus actions. I used anything else? No, that's just flurry of blows. Okie dokie. So 7 damage towards the purple one. Okay. Green, orange, purple. Okay. Purple. So they are normally. So that's 20. 20. Okay. So I'm striking a black. One of them. The other one blocks another with his staff, and I deal 7 damage to both the kobolds. Next is Skullface. Right? Yep. Next you are up, Skullface. I would play it off as reincarnation. No, he wouldn't be the same person. He definitely would be a different character. You got to realize that what keeps this game kind of interesting is that you could die at any moment, and one of the biggest things about this game is permadeath. These are our characters, these are our stories. We have awesome and amazing powers, but if you're reckless, which Gothix wasn't reckless, he didn't get punished because he was reckless or anything like that. But you got to be careful. You got to be aware. You got to know how to play the game and stuff like that. And, things can happen. That thing rolled crits on every one of its damage die. It rolled 8, 8, 7, 7. That was probably the best roll it could have got for a level 2 spell. I mean, holy crap, 3d8, 4d8. I mean, and he's got 15 health. I mean, he didn't have the Amplify Ally on him. It wore off. It was a pretty bad luck of draw right there. Yeah, but no, it would not be the same person. It would have to be an entirely new character. Alright, so Skullface, you're up. I look at the purple cobalt and snap my fingers to it, and Hexblades curses it and shoot an Eldritch Blast saying, "Can you handle this? The blast? Can you handle the blast?" Alright, the purple one. So Skullface, you peer around the corner of the ice blades. You kind of look and you see the construction of the crystals. It kind of cracks and sounds as you see kind of the deep vein of the light blue and green blades sticking out of the ground. You snap your fingers towards the purple. The hex blade has a +2 damage, and the crit rolls on 19. Or not Hexblade's crit, right? Which one was it? Hang on. And I snap, and Hexblade's Curse. Okay, so Hexblade's Curse is +2 damage, crit rolls on 19 and 20, and damage, you get +1 to health, and your +1 and your charisma to your health. Alright, go ahead and roll damage. Roll attack. And damage. Roll attack. Oh, that's what, yes, I knew that. what is it? It's not that that's the thing though, is like, if it wouldn't be the same memories, it wouldn't be the same person. So reincarnation or not, it's still a different person. Like, you treat it as a character of different person. Like, whether, you know, we want to believe that this is Gothix's soul coming into another character, it wouldn't make sense, because the character would have to be a baby. If it was actual reincarnation, it starts from the point of the new soul being, or the soul being born into the new body. So Gothix would come back as a baby then, and that would suck. So Gothix, it wouldn't be reincarnation, because that's not the same soul. It is a new person, it's a new soul. That soul goes to the ether or wherever. If we decide to try, if we get more powerful in the future, and we want to go, you know, I don't know, learn how to heal people better, or keep them more tethered to an object or something, like a power we learn to tether things to an object, a soul to an object, we could do that. But we do not have that right now. We are low levels, you know. Rolls 16, so 14 sounds good. Thank you. All right. So the purple one. All right. Purple one's dead, bro. All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just a different number. Oh, that's number 3. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, no, it's dead. 14. Sweet. So, as you hex the curse, the green arcane energy surrounds the shaman, as you say, "Can you handle the blast?" And you point towards the shaman, as this crackling green arcane energy engulfs the shaman, as he kind of pushes against it, and you see that he's trying to resist it. All of a sudden you see this as the blast consumes him, and you push forward with all your might, and you just completely disintegrate the body and outer form, but the skeletal structure stays. You see this cobalt's dragon-like skull kind of just emanate and almost clean as it just tumbles to the ground, and the bones tumble. Alright, that guy is dead. Very nice. Now go the kobolds. Alright, so this cobalt is going to attack. You already went. You went, Pro Gamer Guns went, I went, and now Skull. You're after Gothix. You healed him, and you did a mass heal. That's what you did. That was your last turn, was the mass heal. We've been waiting on something. Alright. Oh, no, that's now. So 1 plus your charisma, so 6 health. So as the hex leaves the Hexblade's curse leaves the shaman, like the smoke emanates from it, and you feel the smoke of 1,000 tiny blades just kind of form in the smoky essence as they kind of fly towards you, and you feel 6. So you heal to 6. Look up if it's temporary health for me, okay? Because I don't think it's temporary health. I don't think it pushes you to 30. It just keeps you at full health. I believe that adds to your health. It doesn't temporary health. But you can look that up if you want for me. I'd appreciate it. But otherwise, we'll move on to the kobolds. So this first kobold is going to go... he is actually... he is going to run past you, and he's going to use a thing called Expeditious Retreat. I believe it is like Misty Step. Let me double check it. Just retreat. Expeditious Retreat. Yes, Bing, I get it. You spell as you move and cripple. When you cast the spell, you use a bonus action until it spans. You can take the dash action. Well, never mind. I thought that was something that he wouldn't get attacked with it, but I will still actually use it. So he's going to use Expeditious Retreat and use a bonus action to or actually he's going to attack you and do then do Expeditious Retreat. So the bonus action, think about that, that's cool. So he's going to use, he has no spells, he has a firebolt, so here we go. 20. Jesus. Holy shit. So this is his damage then. 8 or roll d10 doubled. Oh my god. Okay, pro gamer guns. As you're running with Molly and you strike towards the kobold, he gets a slash in his thing as he's, and you start to hear this cantation is a, and he shoots a fireball towards you. All of a sudden, this fireball just emanates over you and hits you, and gives you 20 damage. Jesus fucking Christ. You are down, pro gamer guns. Boom. Knocked out. You are not double damaged. You have 20 health normally, so you did not take more damage than what health you have in negative. But you are now at 0 health. You fall to the ground off of Molly, right next to you. Molly kind of, barks and she starts to flip out, as you pass out, knocked out, prone on the ground as well. Start marking this so you guys can see it. All right. Okay. You just heal. Okay, so not temporary. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that would be cool if it gave you temporary. Dexter? Who?
Joey?
No. Which one's Dexter? What's Dexter?
Dexter was
an otter?
this morning.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. I know, right? Everyone's dead. Okay, so the next cobalt goes. Okay, so the orange cobalt sees Max. Or the red cobalt is near and is going to attack Cowgirl. Yeah, okay. So he hasn't... He didn't attack, right? No. So the first one was the other cobalt, right? Okay, so here goes the red cobalt. Rolled a 2. Alright, so he misses Cowgirl. As he tries to pull his spear out towards Cowgirl, Cowgirl kind of dodges to the side and does like a little olay as the spear kind of pulls back near. The second cobalt rolls a 2 as well. Doing, I believe he only has level 1 spell now, or 2 level 1 spells. Orange is done. Yeah, he's done 1 level. Okay, so he misses his chromatic orb, as he gets this ball of acid and he shoots towards Max as well, and does the acid damage, flies past Max and falls onto the health. I forget, this thing has health. That's what I did with this. Okay, so the first one was like 13 damage or something like that, and the health is 31. Not a token, so I can't give it health. Can I give it health? No. I want you to have health. Okay, so it's 31 for the wall. And it's 13 health off of it, from what I remember, like I'll say 15. So it's at 15 health right now. The wall's at 15 health. I will say, for fuck's sake, that the wall gets damaged with it. And let's see here. 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, and let's see here. 3. So there you go. Okay, so the ball misses Max. As the acid ball passes towards Max, you see this green globbing glow as it's kind of floating at the same time. It's very slow, but the ball kind of just, as the dripping of the different acid off the ball, just is this green orb of slime flies towards, and it kind of melts a hole into the glass. As all of a sudden the wall of blades crumbles to the ground and loses all its health. The wall of blades is down. As that goes on, next is the see here, that cobalt went. Oh, and then he's gonna use his expeditious retreat to run away from he's going to run to the south So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he does, Pro Gamer Guns, I will roll for an attack of opportunity for Molly to attack him as she tries to take. She does a 1d8 plus 4 piercing damage as she tries to do a strike towards the Cobalt that runs away from you as he knocked you out. She rolls a 3. She misses her strike as the Cobalt runs past her. Next is Gothix. All right, Gothix, you are up. You're full health. Your strength from the demon drug. You're back in this fight, baby. Gothix, you are up. What would you like to do, my friend? The demon drug is keeping you. You feel this shaking, this intensement, almost like a stimulant in your body as you feel the adrenaline rushing from you and the near-death experience still closely in your brain, in your mind. As you ponder what to do next. As you see your allies next to you, see the crumbling of the wall of blades as it falls down, and behind it you see the hand still reached out of the green Cobalt looking at you. You see next to it the Cobalt with the skull ow, one on my butt. Was it? It was a pen top. It poked me in my rear. I want to speed past the red Cobalts and dig my claws into his shoulder and bite his neck, drinking the succulent juices and healing myself while draining him dry. Sounds good. All right, so this is how that works. So vicious attack, plus 2d8, and you must also drink. So 2d6 plus 5 plus, and you can also drink blood. Okay, let me double check, because I didn't think you had to roll for attack. You just roll 2d6. It's just an automatic. Oh yeah, he has to grapple. Okay, that's what it was. So Gothix rolled a 12. The Cobalt is going to see if he can resist. He rolled a 7. Okay. It was a 20 and it hit the keyboard and it bounced back. So that was good. Okay. So your strength. So Gothix, he runs past Cowgirl. You see Gothix in a flash of black smoke as he flies past you, and he looks at the Cobalt with the shield, and his fangs grow as he he runs past you, Cowgirl, and he runs to the back of the thing he runs to the behind the Cobalt, and fangs grow, and he grabs the Cobalt, and the Cobalt tries to skimp away, and he bites down. Gothix, go ahead and roll 2d6. Roll 2d6 plus 5. And I said you could use my... Yeah, you can do that. I mean, I wouldn't... I would say it has to be an item from the person. It has to be their item. You know, like, I will get back to you on whether I'll accept other items from other people, because then honestly we just have an unbelievable amount of items to sacrifice, and then there goes the threat again. So it's kind of like, it has to be your item you're attuned to, and it has to be in magical, at least, or something of very high legendary value. All right, Gothix, so you rolled a 12. Then also roll a d12 as well. Now, Gothix, you do 12 damage as the Cobalt, the red one. All right, so you get behind the Cobalt, and you're like, this is fucking for earlier, and you just bite the Cobalt on his neck, and you just shred in the Cobalt as you just fucking grab on there, and you bite, and the succulence of his blood enters into your body. Oh no, not at Gothix, at Gothix. All right, 7. All right, so as that you get 7 temporary health. 14. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, so you find yourself at 21 health, my friend. All right, so that is your turn, Gothix. Next is Pyro. You're up, babe. All right. Magic missile, orange one. Okay. Get you about right here. That's promising, right? Oh man, rolling freaking crit ones on damage dice. You doing it a spell, level 2 spell or level 1?
Okay, I'm gonna also cast Powered.
Spell points? You already have used your 2 spell points.
I have 3.
Oh, you do? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You just have
Powered's
used
only
2. That's
one.
all I got is you used 2. So you're going to use your last spell
Powered only
point
used one.
on Empowered. Sounds good.
I'm
Okay, go ahead and roll your
so
first
I'm
2
gonna
damage
keep the
dice.
4.
That's her Empowered spell. Cowgirl uses her
So there's
last.
8
There you go. There's
plus
8.
3. 11.
So 8, 3, 11. So
Plus
12.
12.
Okay, see, that was pretty cool. All right, so the orange guy. All right, so Cowgirl starts to gather these 3 balls of fire, and they start to as they pop up and they start to form. Almost looks like she's juggling them, and it's 4, right? You're doing the 4, and she shoots her fire missile. So 3. Sorry, her 3. So level 1. You casted a level 1. Okay, so that's the 3rd level 1 spell. Sounds good. Yep, and you only got like 3 a day, I think, for level 1, right? Or 4? No, you have more than that. Okay, so the 3 balls towards this cobalt max, as I see, as the falls of fire fly past me on the right side, and as one of them hits the shield, and he gets pushed back, but the force damage or the fire damage, taking 13, right? Did you say or 12? All right, he is not looking too good. He's starting to breathe heavily. The blood is starting to pour from his sides. He is not looking too good at all. Pro Gamer Guns, you are up. Okay. Oh yeah, so you're unconscious. All right, so Pro Gamer Guns, I need you to make a death saving throw. Go ahead and roll a d20. You need to get a 10 at least. You need to get 3 successes to revive yourself, or someone needs to heal you. We're close, but we actually don't even know that this went down. Roll to 12. All right, you have 1 successful. Pro death saving throw. Fail, success. So you have 1 success. All right, that's your turn. Max is next.
Holy fuck, she's pretty, babe.
I see the orange cobalt in front of me. I'm just gonna do my 2 strikes again. I'm still saving my last superiority die. Or wait, yeah. Superiority die. Okay, so roll 20. Rolled a 9 on the first one. 9 plus 7 is 16. That's a hit. Or 6. It's 15. That's a hit. Oh, close. This is 15, right? Yep. 16 on the second one. So I roll 6. 2. Of course. Come on, damage. Come on, damage. Alright, 6. So 2. So 4, 6. 6. Wait, the second one missed, right? Second. Oh, the second. So both of them hit. Okay, so 6 and 6. 4 is 10. Okay, so that's 16. All right, so I run up to the kobold and I grab my 2 swords and I'm in front of the kobold and I just pull them to the side and I stab both of them into the kobold, and I just rip from the center outwards, and just he grabs the swords and he just and then I pull from the side and just rips his torso in half. You just see this as the blade you see behind me is the I've spread the blood across, and this kobold falls to the ground. Better than a doornail. All right, Skullface, you are up. Hmm. Meh. 135 is pretty good. I say you're next, and I point at the red kobold, and I shoot an eldritch blast, and saying, "Bye bye. I hope you burn in hell. I'll meet you down there." As I flash a smile, and he rolled a 20. Very good. Roll damage. As you rolled a 5 plus your 5, right? So 10. Very good. The red one. All right. Okay. As you get ready here. I lost my place for this guy, that's why. Sorry. I have a lot. Look, you want to see all I have written down now? All that crap. It makes sense to me sometimes. Okay, so the red one. Okay, so very good. So you do this Eldritch Blast and you blast towards this shield, and this kobold puts his shield up, and you see the arcane energy kind of burning the shield around it as the dragon scales hides are taking the blunt of the damage on the shield, and he takes 10 damage. Right? 5 plus 5 is 10. Alright. Alright, he's looking not too good. This kobold is also like he's starting to wean, he's starting to breathe really heavy, he's bleeding from multiple orifices, the burning, you can see the singe from the leftover Eldritch Blast just reaching the side of his skull. Kobolds are next. This kobold is going to look towards turn and hit Gothix that is right next to him. Roll a 16. With that, he rolls his dagger, which is plus 5 to, okay, plus 5. So he does Gothix, you see the kobold take the damage, and he looks to the side of you, and he just strikes with his spot. You see the spear kind of come almost what seems out of nowhere as his training is coming through, and it strikes into your chest, and you take 5 damage. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Alright, this kobold is gone for all you know. So that's his turn to get to as far distance as there. That kobold's gone. Oh, that is it. This guy's just going down. Alright, now we're up to Gothix. Your turn, Gothix. Alright, after Gothix's attacker, I think we'll call it at that, okay, guys? And then we'll pick this up next week. Oh, my butt is numb. I do. One day. One day. I want to use my katana to stab the one in front of me and throw him at the comrade in front of Maxamillios. Sounds good. Roll attack. I'll say, All right, so it's +7, right? You're so lucky. You have a +7 hit. You have a +8. You have a +8, and you do more damage now with the katana. So do damage. All right, Gothics. You pull out your sword and you see this cobalt, and you kind of taste good, and you just put the sword inside the cobalt, and you lift him up, and he kind of screams as he's grabbing the blade in his chest, and you just kind of throw his body over to the side in the pile of bodies in front of you. Roll a 3, roll a 5. So all you do is roll a d8 and you add 6 to it. 8, so you roll 1 8, so 3 6 7 8 9. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Gothics, you grab this sword, and you kind of just, as he's on top of the sword, you kind of pull him in, and you kind of bite him again, and he kind of yells out another scream, and you kind of you fucking throw his body in full weight as you can hear it slide off of the katana as the metal kind of rings as the body flies right past Max. Max kind of takes a little step back as the body flops on top of his other bodies as 3 dead cobalt bodies sit in front of us. A nice little pile of dead bodies right here, guys. All right, and with that, we will call it. I see Pro Gamer Guns' body pass the fuck out right over there. I actually can rush over. We can get this at least. So we're still here. We're still in initiative. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can use my dash action to get closer, but that's it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 60 feet. Okay. 5, 10. Or who's next? It's you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. Healing orb. Go ahead. Pro Gamer Guns, I run over to you, and I'm like, what's? Hang on. Had a name. I like the name. Go ahead, roll your thing. Everyone's passive perception. 4 + 3. I yell out, Spyra, and I use my dash, and I run towards the little fawn, and Pro Gamer Guns runs up behind, and she charges her healing orb. And how much was it? How much was it? And she gathers gathers her healing orb and throws it towards Pro Gamer Guns, and heals her for 4 damage. That sucks. All right, 4 health. Okay, 4 health. No, sorry. Pro Gamer Guns, as you are laying on the ground, you feel the air breathe into you, and you see Max standing next to you as the orb recedes into your body. You feel you are still on the ground laying down, but you are now conscious and not but you're still at 4 health. You're not feeling too good, but all right. With that, yeah, let's save her at least before we go. Yeah. Gothics, you were over here. Skullface, you're over there. If there's anything you'd like to do before you go, but this is our initiative still is right here. I think we still have the kobolds. I still have the initiative order for that. Holy crap, guys. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so exhausted. It's so scary, Gothics. Don't ever die on me again, guy. I'm gonna smack you. And then Pro Gamer Gun says thank you for the heals. You see Molly walk up to you and you lick your face as she feels like you were almost taken away from her as well. And you find her standing over you, her big paws on the ground as you're kind of laying there, and you kind of open your eyes, and she's licking your side of your face, waking you up. But good session today, everybody. Good job, everybody. Good job, Skullface, Pro Gamerans, Gothics, Cowgirl. A really intense fight. It's not over yet at all, by the way. Like, we're still in this cave. But you guys have a good night. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you keeping me company. I can't wait till next week. I thought we were going to get the thing that I was trying to say that you guys need to be here for yesterday did not happen because we're still in the fight. I guess I should have figured that would be the case, but I didn't know if we'd get through it. But there's still a surprise coming for saving Sir Nicholas. So just be here for the next time that we sleep. Because if you're not here, then it won't happen for you. You got to be here to get it. So, otherwise, we'll leave it at that. Let me see. Everyone give yourself a round of applause. And Blue, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. That was pretty interesting. It was scary. One. 3 guesses and I only need 1. Alright. I will pull any of your souls screaming back from wherever you were. Yeah, it can get pretty scary. But alright guys, thanks so much for being here. Good night, good luck, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. 3-hour session is pretty good. What a night. Yeah, it was a good night, guys. I had a lot of fun. Oh no.